Hey everybody, welcome to the Week 14 edition of the EdjSports Head Coach Rankings. This week our top 3 coaches remain unchanged, except Mike Zimmer drops down to number 4 from being in a tie with Bill Belichick for number 3. We're going to start off by looking at an interesting decision from this week, and it comes from the Arizona-Pittsburgh game. Arizona was down 20-10 with 12:33 remaining in the game. They faced 4th and 2 at the Pittsburgh 6, and Cliff Kingsbury decided to go for it. This decision increased Arizona's pre-snap win probability by 5.8%. Now, Kyler Murray ended up throwing an interception, and there was a lot of criticism around this decision. Some people saying you've got a rookie quarterback, you got to just go for the field goal there. It's a 2-score game, you got to make it a 1-score game. But if you do that, the touchdown is the harder of the two to get. So you're already within 6 yards. You only need 2 yards to get a first down to give you an additional 4 downs to try and score that touchdown. So your win probability is higher by going for the first down in that situation. And further, they're only required to get that first down 33% of the time. Now, considering a 2-point conversion is around 48% success rate historically, Arizona was higher than this, considering they were at the 6-yard line and had a little bit more room to work with. Now, Kingsbury's been a lot better this season since his early season field goals kicking inside the 5-yard line, and he's moved up 2 spots this week. And we take a deeper dive into this specific decision in our Risky Business column this week. Now we're going to take a look at a couple coaches whose movement in the rankings don't quite match their Week 14 outcome. Now at EdjSports, we preach process, not results. So we're going to start with Adam Gase, who moves down to number 22 this week. Now despite the Jets beating the Dolphins 21-19, as we said, Adam Gase drops 5 spots. And we're going to focus on an error from this game which came on the opening drive. The Jets faced 4th and 5 at the Dolphins 40, and Adam Gase chose to punt, which decreased their pre-snap GWC by 3%. Now the Jets came into this game as pregame favorites with 69.4% GWC at kickoff. And the Jets aren't great on offense. They're 27th in pass EPI, but Miami is dead last in defensive pass EPI. So even a really good punt in this situation is still going to give them a lower GWC than going for it. Now we're going to take a look at Sean Payton, who jumps to number 8 overall after their heartbreaking loss to the 49ers. He made one bad decision on the 4th and 18 fake punt, but it seemed like he was trying to draw a penalty on that one anyway. But he also had 2 of the top 5 best 4th down decisions, both of which worked this week. He came in at number 3 overall on a decision midway through the second quarter when the Saints were up 6. They faced 4th and goal at the 1 and chose to go for it, increasing their pre-snap GWC by 5.2%. Now, New Orleans came into this game with the number 2 rush offense EPI, and San Francisco was only number 11 in rush defense EPI. Now, we see more and more coaches that would probably go for it here on 4th and goal at the 1, but there are still quite a few we might see kick a field goal to give them a 9-point lead here. And we're not saying there's no risk involved in this, that Peyton should have gone for it, but he knows that he's more likely than not to score in this situation, and he understands the value of the residual field position if he fails. Now for the number 1 overall best decision of the week that Sean Payton had came midway through the third quarter down 5. They faced 4th and 1 at the San Francisco 41, and again Payton chose to go for it, increasing their pre-snap GWC by 8.1%. Again, like we said, New Orleans had the number 2 overall rush offense EPI, and San Francisco was number 11 in rush defense EPI. So he gets the first down here and still ends up with a field goal, but it's a higher percentage field goal, and he gave his team the opportunity to get a touchdown by going for it on 4th down. Now keep in mind our ranking scope includes in-game decisions from this season only. And while these rankings are starting to come into their final form, there's still going to be some fluidity as these teams face tougher tests over the course of the last 3 weeks of the season. So keep a lookout for our next EdjSports head coach rankings, and don't forget to follow us on social media at EdjSports and Football Outsiders.